these boats and model yachts is all about keeping clean. It's all about not running into people. When a yacht's coming towards you, it takes you a certain amount of time to process what you're going to do about that. And that's all time that's interrupted your performance. The top guys, or the guys in front, don't have to worry about that. All they're doing is looking at the wind in front, not looking about who's going to run into them or whatever. When you're sailing, it's important to have good boat handling skills. So there's a thing called automatic and selective attention. In sailing, when you get to a whatever skill level, you develop some sort of automatic attention to how you sail. Your boat's sailing, you know it's on an angle, you know it's going fast, you know that there's a little knock and it's just faded up a bit and you've got to pull off. Everything becomes automatic. When that happens, you can start looking out for wind shifts. You can just start gazing, a bit like driving a car. When you're gazing around at the women on the side of the road or whatever you're doing, you're not like a learner driver anymore. You can just gaze around. Same when you get confident in your sailing, you can gaze around at the wind shifts and you'll see the top guys sailing, and all they're doing, the boat's there, and all they're doing is looking up the course at all the wind shifts coming down. They're not really looking at their boat anymore. But the beginners are looking at their boat, and they're looking at nothing else but their boat. Bang! Oh, someone just ran into me. Where did they come from? Because they haven't got that automatic attention or peripheral view to see anyone else. So with wind shifts are really, really tricky. But the way the wind works is wind's coming down there, and when a gust hits, it goes like this. So won't take long. So if we're starting, and these are wind shifts coming down the lake, and we start here, and we come along to here, we come out of here, we come along to here, and we hit this gust that's coming towards us like this. Because of the fanning, because when a gust, how the wind works and gusts work is when the wind blows, it blows through the sky horizontally, but because there's land near the wind, it creates friction. And with the friction, it tends to draw the wind down. So the wind always blows at 4 degrees down onto the water, and that's what makes waves. It's the wind denting the water that makes the waves, and the drag of the wave, drag of the sea makes the waves pick up because there's friction. So it's the same with gusts. When a gust hits the water and fans out like that. A bit like a river, just goes in its easiest direction. So when we're coming up like this, and there's a gust coming here, this gust is passing to leeward and in front of us. So what that's going to do is going to head us, right? It's going to knock us in the head. See this angle of the wind here? It's not down here anymore. So what we do is we tack here and we lift around the back of this gust. We come up to here, this gust is coming this way, so we tack and we go that way. So think of gusts of wind like mountains. So what you want to do is you want to sail to the edge of the mountain, tack and go round the back of it, hit the next one, tack and go round the back of that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So just think of the gust as fanning out like that. If the gust is passing to leeward and behind you, it's going to lift you up because the wind's coming in from behind, lift you up. If it hits you from the front, it's going to knock you and make you go that way. Any gust that passes in front and to leeward generally will make you knock. Any gust passing behind and to leeward generally will make you lift. So when you're looking up the dam, this is pretty constant here, but some days are really puffy. look at the gust. There's a big one over there. There's one over there. You're going to sail to that one. You're going to hit it right on the head and tap right on the head and lift up the back of it. So the better sailors are looking up the course at all the gusts coming down, and they're just picking their route according to the gusts. They're not worried about where the other boats are and whatever. So that's going upwind with your tactics. The shifts don't matter so much downwind. Always try and keep the gust behind you. So if you're sailing downwind and there's a gust sort of coming, try and get yourself into position so the gust is directly behind you and you're not sailing out of a lull. Approaching the weather mark, all the starboard tackers are coming in here, 15 of them, and you are down here. You go, oh, okay, so you tack, and you try and tack right on all these boats here and get round the buoy. Like, who wants to go like this? Oh, no way. You could be second or you could be 15th. So people tend to go, oh, look, I'll risk it, I'll tack, I'll hit someone, then I'll do a penalty, and I'll still only be fourth. So decide here that you're not going to lay the mark. Tack and go enough distance so you're easily going to lay the mark, especially the windward mark. Overlay the windward mark as much as you can. Never try and just lay the mark. Overlay the mark, come in fat and go round. All the other boats are coming in here. You'll have speed, you have control, you can go high. They'll all start ramping up and stacking, and you'll just sail around the whole lot and going 10 places. If you get in here and you're trapped, you really get in trouble when you get in irons. So with marks, always try and go wide of marks.